Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with Kokinovillage. Last time, Terra here lost her memory and she doesn't know where she came from or why she's here. And an old man sent her into a cave and there are a bunch of guards coming after her. So now let's find out what happens next. Okay, so we'll run into a Repo Man and a Vaporite. Okay, those are things to talk about. Well, the Vaporite's dead, so I can't talk about him. But the Repo Man, I also have, like... I'm wondering why there are so many people, like, Repo Men that exist in this cave. And, like, were they people who were, like, became crazy because of, like, the dust from the mines or something? So, they were miners, but then, like, they inhaled a lot of the fumes of, like, the mine and stuff. And they became crazy. That's kind of my theory about Repo Men and why they exist in these mines. You know, I'm gonna try and come up with a theory for every single monster, just because, like, it's more fun that way. So Vaporites, they're made of vapor. So where do they come from, and how do they exist? What do they eat? Well, if Vaporites attack humans, they must have some... Maybe I think, like, since they're vapor, maybe they go after, like, the water inside a human's body. And then after they like, suck on a human's body and they need water to survive. That's, like, their big surviving thing. And so, like, they're actually pretty harmless if you have a few of them. But if you run into, like, a bunch of them, and there's like a whole ton of them in this cave. Like if you fall asleep in this cave without like a tent or something to protect you from these Vaporites, they'll like suck you dry, and you'll like perhaps like even people have gone blind from this, like because from lack of water, and they're like the desert of the cave. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. That's my theory about what Vaporites are. Am I good? I think I'm okay.
Got her!
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Ah, no, no! And down she goes. Poor Terra. She's going through really terrible stuff right now, man. Oh, and like something's affecting her mind, too. That just sucks. My sweet little magic user. With this slave crowd, I'll practically own you. Ah! Flash of red. Good. Burn up everything. We stand on the brink of a major breakthrough. In the days to come, we'll witness a total revival of magic. It is our destiny and ours alone to take this mystic force and claim what is rightfully ours. With our newfound power, nothing can stand in our way.
Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestal!
Yeah, long live Emperor Gestal. He stole her from her home and took her for magic. That's just wrong. He's like Muda from Lapida, stealing Sheeta from her home just so he could get some power. That's just terrible, people. You took long enough. How goes robbing and plundering trade? Treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler searching the world over for relics of the past. Locke. I'm gonna name him Locke. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha! Semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Anyway, were you the one who sent for me? Yeah, there's a girl I'd like you to meet. This better not have anything to do with that Magitech riding Imperial witch. Imperial troops are pursuing her even as we speak. This town is no match for the Empire. Our independence can only be assured if we join forces with the Returners, an underground resistance movement. That girl wasn't responsible for her actions. We must get her to understand our dilemma. All right. I think we better help her. Agreed. Make your way first to Figaro and talk to the king. Figaro, huh? All right, Locke to the rescue. And several guards coming after, I believe. Now I gotcha. Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Kaboo! Huh? Kaboo! Kaboo! Moogles. Are you saying you want to help me? Kaboo! 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 Use us to save Terra from your gods! Need more information? No. Alright, so I think to strategize this correctly, you use... If I want Locke to get the experience, I should use the Moogles to attack first and defend as much as I can, and then use Locke as a last resort kind of thing. Alright, Vamamoths and Lobos. Well, I haven't really determined the origin of Vamamoths, and they're... Oh, he's already dead. So Lobos are probably just wolves that got attacked by... Oh, New Master Dance. Are just wolves that were raised in, like, the cold, so they're used to... They're adapted to the cold. And Vamamoths? I don't know. I guess, it could be interesting to discuss why Vamamoths and Lobos are so easy to tame and capture as opposed to, like, wolves and stuff like that. As opposed to, like, other creatures, like, you know, the Vaporites. Like, I guess you couldn't capture a Vaporite because they don't understand humans. They only kind of go for survival. And Vamamoths have a kind of mammalian sense of how to relate to humans, you know, like dogs. They have that kind of intelligence. And humans kind of need that if they want to be able to enslave them. You know what? This strategy is like... I don't even know if I'm going to be able to face the boss at the end. I was thinking, like, I'm doing this strategy because I want, like, to get Locke all of the experience. And because the Koopos, like, I don't know. I don't even know if you use them again in this game, so... Yeah. But, like, it's turning out to be way too easy to do this. What was that? Oh yeah, the Lobos and the Vamamoths. Oh, we could talk about these Moogles. We could talk about these Moogles with their little pink wings. I read about them, and it said that they don't actually fly with their wings, but they steer with their wings. Like they can fly, but they can't use their wings. They actually puff their bodies up like Kirby, and they use their wings to maneuver through the air rather than actually to flap and fly. And I don't know how that would be that interesting, but it is kind of interesting to me. And you know, if it interests me. Wait a minute, that's kind of well, I guess it's kind of strange that like they got like the first attack on us when we have Locke on our side, but they don't have the first attack on us any other time. Anyways, let's try and kill this boss. Alright, so the Marshal. I guess we can discuss the origins of the Marshal. I think he is one of the animal tamers, we'll say. And that means that he has all of the power of an animal tamer. Like, what I mean is there are only certain kinds of people. There's certain kinds of people who have that kind of will that are actually able to tame these animals, like Vamamoths and Lobos, and it takes like a certain kind of person, like a certain kind of evil person. So this guy's evil is what I'm getting at. And that's why he's all blue, because blue is the color of evil. And I don't know. What else is there to say about him? Oh, he's dead. Yeah! We did it! 410 experience gold point? What? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. Thanks, Moogles. We're in your debt. Running out of the caves super fast. I think this switch'll. Boom. Yeah. Eh? You back with us now? You saved me. Save your thanks for the Moogles. I can't remember anything, past or present. You have amnesia? A man said my memory would come back. Give it time. You're safe with me. I give you my word. Huh? I won't leave you until your memory returns. By the way, this secret entrance might be useful someday. Don't forget about it. Okay. He gave her the look. You know, the look that all guys gave girls when, you know, when they're being all gentlemanly and stuff. Anyways, we're supposed to head down south toward Figaro, if I remember correctly, if that's what the old man said. So I guess we're all healed up too. Strange. Alright, so here we go. Across the vast plains of the world. We got out of the snow really fast. Now, I'm thinking that when you travel across this large epic field, like, it's kind of obvious, but no one ever says it, that since like it's really representing like a bunch of days of travel. So like this is like days and days of Locke and Terra spending together, and it goes to show how good of a person Locke is, that he hasn't really done anything, you know, in the vein of evolutionarily speaking biological needs or whatever with Terra. It goes to say something about his character, that after traveling for several days through deserts and through forests, that nothing has happened between these people. I guess it's kind of normal. I mean, it's only like stuff happens, like sexual stuff. It happens between people in stories like way too often, like, and it doesn't happen that much in real life. Like, you guys remember the game, what was it called? The one with the paper, the one with the paper crane. What was that game called? Oh, Heavy Rain. Do you guys remember that? Like, I think like the sex in that came like out of nowhere, and it was just, it would have been a better game if like there weren't any sex in it. Like if that whole thing where the girl met up with the guy, like, and they didn't have sex at the end of the whole helping each other out thing, because I don't know, that just I didn't like that. It's just, there's too much. I don't know. Anyways, here we are across the desert. Oh, I need to talk about these creatures, these scorpion creatures. And we're okay. So we have the scorpion, the Areniad, and we have the Sandray. Well, what's the most interesting creature? I think it's the Sandray. And the Sandray, what does the Sandray eat? Does the Sandray eat sand, or does it eat... Oh, you know what? I'm going to say the Sandray eats gold. So it attacks humans because it wants to eat the gold, and it feeds off of this gold. It's not like that it can only eat gold. It eats all kinds of metal, and it can sometimes eat glass. But it can eat gold, and I think we've traveled pretty far. We've been traveling for several days, and I think it's time to save. And what will happen? It seems that Terra has been saved by a mysterious man named Locke. And now he's taking her to Figaro Castle for some reason. What reason? Well, I don't know. Do you? Well, I think you'll be able to find out what reason next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI with Kokinovillage, because that's what's going to happen when I play the next Let's Play. And yeah, so look forward to that, and see you all later. And that's all I can say.